off the dualies, now using the K-Pro, which is an interesting choice for him. Ivy sneaking around the backside. That's something you can definitely do on this map. There's plenty of opportunity for flanks if the team is not watching out for him.
Well, the splashdown was not able to get anybody, but the kill is taken anyway by Bandito. And it looks like Green is getting close to taking the lead here, but control
high voltage,
lost.
yeah, high voltage taking it. That's going to give them a good penalty on both sides, so high voltage feeling good about getting control before losing the lead, I bet.
There it is, there it is. Control is lost for Green. And Blue takes control once again. Ivy goes down.
Ivy, I see, he was in one of our top plays last week. He's been a great player, getting lots of kills. Does die a lot at the same time, though, so you just really never know. It feels like a coin flip every time I see Ivy in a 1v1 or a 2v1 here.
Yes, and of course, Team Heating, Ventilation, Air, and Cooling is taking... puts a penalty onto Green, but Green doesn't care. They're going to get through that penalty.
Splushy on the Nihilus. Now, Nihilus is an interesting weapon to me as well. It's kind of like a Splatling, but you just don't have as much range. But Splushy using it well, getting a couple kills here, and also has an Inkjet, which Inkjet wouldn't be my top choice for Splat zones, but if you can gamble and get the picks, obviously, like Splushy's trying to do right here, it's gonna pay off, but if you don't get them, then it feels kind of like a wasted special almost to me.
I talked about a little bit earlier about the first game that we saw today. That regular gamers was able to take those kills over and over, and that was what was able to get them the objective over and over.
Yeah.
I noticed that here, High Voltage and Renegades are really not as focused on the kills as they are the objective, and this objective is just going back and forth, and they grab the lead for the first time.
Yeah. First time, Ivy with the splashdown, gonna get Navy there. Can he get any more kills? The zone does flip, so now penalty back on Kraken Inc. It just seems to go back and forth so far. No one has really pushed up and taken control or bullied the other team out of the zone. It's just both teams have so easily gotten back into the zone. I feel like teams maybe need to push up a little bit. But it's hard on this map again because there's so many different entrances to get to the zone.
Exactly. And okay, it looks like we might see a lead again here. Well done. High Voltage is able to take their lead back.
Taking 3 out as well. Bandito all left to their own to try to get the zone back, but is actually going to get... Actually, I was going to say about to go down. Still stays alive. Bandito trying to hold on as team captain. 10 seconds left, Zach. Do you think they're going to do it?
He's trying to do it. I think that we're going to... Oh, and I didn't even get a chance to finish my sentence before Green took it back here.
That's the thing. If you come in as a team of 4 to the zone, you can flip the zone
for sure
easily if the other team doesn't challenge.
Yes.
So High Voltage missing their opportunity for the KO here. They still have a quite big lead though. Now with the zone again, they gotta be feeling like they're gonna win this one. But you just never know. Overtime for Splat zones is always really intense. And I know I've had many moments in overtime where I've just flipped out so much and lost focus and instead died trying to panic get the zone.
Yeah, it's an easy game to feel comfortable and be like, we got this. It's going to be fine. Don't worry about it. And then it just flips as it just did.
Yeah, using that bomb rush to their best advantage, getting the zone there. I love the suction bomb rush for Splat zones, and right there you get to see the reason why. Kraken Inc. able to save the game with a zone flip right there. Splushy doing their best to try to use this Nautilus to bully them out of the zone. It looks like we potentially go into overtime here. High Voltage now feeling the pressure. They could lose the lead if they're not able to get to the zone. 3v4 on the map. Splushy trying to hold it. It's now 3v2. High Voltage gonna take it back just in time.
Just in time. No overtime today.
Good game there. That was... Oops. Good game there. That was a very close match. Both teams played well. All right, back to the Schellendorf Institute, one of my favorite maps. We have High Voltage in the purple again, and Renegades in the green once again. Zach, I'm seeing some really similar team comps. I think High Voltage, the only ones really swapping here, but Renegades taking pretty much, I think, every single same weapon as before.
Yeah, it looks like it. And maybe that's the best thing. Maybe that's the best way to go about this.
I mean, it gives me the idea that they're not necessarily strategizing for comps or for maps and modes. They're just playing what they're most comfortable on. So far, they do get 2 picks here, so maybe that's a good start for them to build up some pressure, build up some map ink, and get those claims that they need.
There it is. There it is. And it doesn't look like either team has a super clam quite. Oh, and right as I say that, great. I believe that's Renegades who has.
No, it's High Voltage.
High Voltage has.
And I believe it's probably the Ink Brush here, yes. We have Rose on the Ink Brush once again. Ivy, though, getting some kills, and Rose just running into the dead of the team with the Ink Brush.
There it is. We're still both at a... Oh, but it looks like Bandito might grab that for the first time.
Yep. The other interesting thing that we didn't get to talk about is High Voltage playing earlier today. Perhaps the Renegades got to see their strategy for these maps and modes.
Yeah.
Maybe a slight advantage. They saw Rose on the Ink Brush do very well that first game, and they're like, okay, we need to focus down this Ink Brush, make sure they're not scoring these super clams in from the side.
And it looks like that super clam's ready to go out. Nice.
Goes up, goes down, gets it in. Navy's there to score more. JGC as well. Ashy's trying to paint up using that tri-slosher. Does get some kills. All the way to 47. I think they're out of clams though now. So I think that push is going to stop. That is a huge first push though.
Indeed.
Super clam already ready for them too.
She's 47 on 47 points on the board left. And a super clam ready to go. Bandito's probably going to try and take this kill here. Oh, but, whoa, beautiful dodge there. It doesn't matter, though. Goes down shortly after.
Actually coming on this tri-slosher, maybe that was his strategy. I don't feel confident on my controller. Pick a bucket and just kind of throw the paint everywhere.
Why not? Who needs aim when you play Splatoon?
JGC taking the baller for the team as well. Maybe could set up a play. They do have 22 clams. They use this baller. They can do a super jump play. Maybe they want to find a pick first, though.
Something I noticed for JGC, I believe he is B ranked in Clam Blitz. Okay, the barrier is open.
Oh, a nice baller from JGC and Ashy as well, going to get some kills. They could get a KO here. No one from Renegades is out there.
Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Huh?
That was a quick one. That was not what I was expecting.
Huh?
Oh my goodness. Wow, that changed very quick. Unexpectedly, High Voltage able to sweep Renegades. JGC B ranked, but he doesn't care. 9 splats on the day, 2 ballers to help his team set up those plays. Wilders Trougers, good games to both teams. High Voltage taking a 2-0 after not winning a single match so far. All of a sudden, they just turn on their charm, I guess. But they went from 100 to 40, and all of a sudden to 0, just like that. 2 pushes back to back.
I think they just did they need the push? Did they need like for something to be on the line? And then
I think it was you yelling at them.
Maybe. I'll yell at you again if you need.
It's your disbelief.
If you need me to not believe in you again, $50. Yeah.
Well, tough game for the Renegades. You guys have had some good matches today. Just wasn't your day. Getting 0-2 there. What are you looking at for the Renegades to improve moving forward? They're in a tough spot now at 0-2. They really need to win 2 matches next week to get into the playoffs potentially. How are you feeling about them?
Renegades, I thought you played really well in that Splat Zones game. And honestly, it felt like you did a pretty good job there in that Clam Blitz game as well. And then just all of a sudden something happened. I'm not worried for you guys going into next week. I hope you're able to take at least one of those wins. But you really do need both those wins, I think, next week.
Yeah, and maybe they go back to putting in Paint Pat. I don't know why Paint Pat wasn't playing today. Player of the week last week. Maybe they sub him in again next week. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what that looks like. But, you know, I think Renegades, you still have a good chance. You still have 2 matches next week to try to get into playoff. High Voltage, though, congrats. JGC, sorry. Yes, you were a girl. I don't know if we called you a guy earlier. But JGC subbing and helping High Voltage get their first win. We're going to take a couple-minute break. We got 2 interviews for the price of 1 today coming right at you on our cooldown desk. We'll see you guys on the other side for some great talk about the league. For our top 5 play, regular gamers coordinate their specials and score big on Clam Blitz. Control the map to get those clams. You need tax though. Coming with the jet sculpture flank and getting the super claim in. That's kind of the surprise.
That was kind of beautiful, honestly.
Regular gamers, though, using their specials really well. I saw the Inkstorm come in, allowing Juno to sneak in a lot more clams. Totally protected. It's hard to get near that Inkstorm without taking a lot of damage. So.
Again, regular gamers just so coordinated, it feels like, in everything that they do.
For play number 4, Fusion Falcons make a defense and hold on to the lead, but just barely.
How your style of clam blitz compares to the other team style of clam blitz, I feel like.
Fusion Falcons able to take the lead, but a super claim coming in right away for Kraken Inc. They're going to score, and they could score big here. Here's the chance. Luma trying to throw in, trying to take the lead. He's got the super claim, but goes down. Fusion Falcons might make the stop with just 1 point lead still. This is crazy.
A beautiful defense from Fusion Falcons. They keep the lead by just literally 1 point.
For our third play of the week, Nara and Chloe share in double kill glory.
Yes, controlling that middle of the map is very important for shutting the other team out here. But Nara with a double kill by themselves in a 1v2, taking the zone back over, possibly with the bomb rush, but 2 go down. Was that? Yes, it was Chloe. Backline player. Wow, what a great play.
Number 2, High Voltage gets a KO on Clam Blitz out of nowhere, shocking our casters.
Something I noticed for JGC, I believe he is B ranked in Clam Blitz. Okay, the barrier is open.
Oh, a nice baller from JGC and Ashy as well, going to get some kills. They could get a KO here. No one from Renegades is out there.
Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Huh?
That was a quick one. That was not what I was expecting.
Huh?
For our top play of the week, Fusion Falcons take the lead right at the end, but Kraken Inc. forces overtime.
Okay, alright.
Under pressure. He's got to jump away, but he's not going to be able to do some nugget though, sneaking down the other side. Gets it overnight, needs to throw him in. He gets the kill, he's going to take the lead. Fusion Falcons, Knight coming in clutch with that substitute. Man, that kill was huge. That kill got them 6 more clams to take the lead there.
It also got them a game 3.
No, it's not over yet. Kraken Inc. is going to have a super clam, possibly 2. They only need 1 and some change in here. Bo with the throw. No, it gets stopped.
Quite.
Luma still there, being pressed. Chloe there as well. They both, I think, go down. Luma there again, and they take the lead. Oh my gosh. Heartbreak for Fusion Falcons.
Oh,
Welcome to Week 4 of the Splatoon 2 Esports League, celebrating the 5th anniversary of the Splatoon community. And now, please welcome Luke and Zach.
And hello out there, everybody. Of course, it is Walk the Plank Esports week number 4, last week of the regular season. Of course, here your hosts Luke and the other boy
Zach. Hey.
Can they hear you?
Hey.
Hopefully this doesn't ruin the quality of our broadcast today, but we do have an AC going back there. That's why you see the little weird blue screen trying to block the AC, keep it up in here. It is 100 degrees today out here in the Portland area, and we're in an attic. So we decided we're gonna risk a little less quality in the stream. Hopefully the AC doesn't sound too loud out there. But we decided that's better than dying from a heat stroke. Right?
And then never being able to stream again. So suck it up.
So pick your poison. Do you want a slightly less worse stream today, or same quality and never stream again?
Exactly.
That's
exactly
your only two options.
It is so hot that there is a transformer in my neighborhood that caught on fire. I'm not even kidding. My Wi-Fi is out. I have no Wi-Fi probably for a week now, I would assume. It's hot. It's a little spicy over here.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know how hot it is out there for you guys, but it's definitely heating up, just like our esports league. Oh, you see that one right there? You see what I did? Big brained right there. Oh my goodness. We have a lot to talk about though before our first matchup today. It is indeed our last week of the regular seasons. Next week is our finale. It is when the deciding of the $101, oh my goodness, can I point the right direction? $101 esport league pool. By the way, if you want to keep donating, that will go to the winning team. It's not going to Zach or I, and it is a way to just say thank you and congrats to the winning team. So if you want to donate, drop the link in the description is where it's at. You can donate if you want. But anyways, next week is the finale. We'll have the semifinals and the finals, but this week determines who is going to make it next week and who is going to get knocked out. We have one team locked in, Zach, Regular Gamers at 3-0. Four other teams, all with the chance to make it.
Sheesh.
All with the chance to make it. So speaking of that,
anticipations.
Yes, let us jump into the standings to see what I'm talking about. We have Regular Gamers at 3-0 sitting at the top. They can lock in first place with a win and have an undefeated season. Kraken Inc. at 2-1 right now in second place, but if craziness ensues, it's possible they can be at tied 2-2 with two other teams,
right, and
still lose a tiebreaker and get knocked out.
Right.
Fusion Falcons, high voltage 1-2, looking for another win to secure a spot, and Renegades, 2 games to play today, still have a chance. So all 4 teams with a chance. If we do have a tie today for that third and final spot, it will be based off of a tiebreaker best of 3, same maps today. So we could see 4 matchups today if we have a tiebreaker. It's going to be fairly interesting. So let's check out the schedule for today. First up, we have Renegades versus Fusion Falcons. Second, Kraken Inc. versus High Voltage. Regular Gamers versus Renegades. Zach, what are you thinking here? What are you seeing here? What's most important to you?
I'm very interested if Regular Gamers is able to take a undefeated season it'd be the only team in Walk the Plank Esports history. That's a very big lineage to live up to. That Regular Gamers will be taking the undefeated season, but I'm also hoping we get to see Kraken Inc. taking that final again. One more time, I will say I called it. Week 1, our final will be Kraken Inc. versus Regular Gamers. And so I'm interested to see how that goes today, see if they're able to secure their spot.
And that might be the most predictable thing to happen, but if we've seen anything, there's been losses across the map, even from Regular Gamers losing a specific match. They may have won every single series,
right?
But they've dropped matches before. So here's the craziness. I'm going to try to explain this the best way I can.
Okay.
Of who can make playoffs and tiebreakers and all that.
Got it. So
here's our possibilities. If Fusion Falcons win, then it makes up for a pretty easy day. That means Renegades is pretty much over. They're done. Kraken Inc. wins after Fusion Falcons win. Both those two teams make it to playoff with regular gamers.
Okay.
If Fusion Falcons win and High Voltage win, then we have 3 teams at 2-2. We're looking at tiebreakers here today.
Okay.
Now, if Renegades wins the first game of the day, this just blows everything wide open.
Right.
Because you could potentially have Renegades winning at the end of the day, going 2-2. You can have Kraken Inc. losing High Voltage 2-2.
Right.
You could have a bunch of teams again sitting at 2-2, or Renegades winning, Kraken Inc. winning, and then a bunch of teams tied for third place at 1-3.
Right.
So plenty of tiebreakers for today. Plenty of crazy action that could happen. I don't know. What is your prediction? Are you thinking we're going to get a tiebreaker today? What are you thinking?
Honestly, that whole statement was so confusing to me that I'm really hoping we see the Fusion Falcons win and the Kraken Inc. win, so I don't have to worry about computing any of it.
You just want the simplest day.
Yeah, very, very easy. Go on to the finals. No math has to be done in my head.
Okay. And by the way, if there are 3 teams tied for a spot, the team with the most amount of match wins, so if they played a series and maybe lost the series but picked up 1 win, whereas the most match wins overall will get automatically qualified, and we'll just play a tiebreaker between the 2 other teams because we're not going to be playing tiebreakers all day long. It's hot up here. We're not going to stream for 4 hours today.
True.
So we'll see what happens. Root on your teams. We already got Fusion Falcons in the lobby, so we'll be getting ready for them in a couple minutes here. Still looking for, I think it was the Renegades to show up. So Renegades, if you want to get into the lobby, we'll be playing in a couple minutes. Zach, should we look at the Twitter fan votes?
Let's freaking go.
So if you haven't voted for your favorite teams, a lot of votes this week actually. Some teams are already picking up 8 to 10 votes. But here's where the standings are at from last week. By the way, Zach, you said whoever wins the most Twitter fan votes, that's who you're rooting for, ready?
Absolutely.
Right? And that's
absolutely.
how it's going?
And as I said before, Fusion Falcons and Kraken Inc., so my statement still stands.
So, yeah, Fusion Falcons, most Twitter votes. Regular gamers, surprisingly with the least, but I think today they have a lot of votes coming in from their clan, their Discord clan, so maybe they'll catch up. We'll see. So you still have time to vote all day for your favorite teams. Go ahead and do that. But let's take a look, of course, at the players of the week from week number 3. First up, we again, of course, have our girl Chloe on Backline Player of the Week 2 weeks in a row, Zach.
Beautiful.
First person ever to win 2 weeks in a row playing that Hydra Splatling, rocking it well. Really one of the only true backliners, I feel like, of any team that has just played backliner and only backliner.
Right, and backliner on modes that you wouldn't even expect a backliner to need to be there. And she's proven again and again that she is a necessity for her team.
Yep. 4.29 KDA, that's the highest KDA since we've seen since week 1, where some of those crazy smashings happened. But now that teams have gotten used to each other, we're not seeing as high as KDAs, but Chloe able to pull it off with a 4.29 there. And our other play of the week was indeed Cosby. He rocked that front line. You can see some of his plays here on the roller, just destroying people over and over, flinging it out there. And congrats to Cosby. I think second player of the week from regular gamers, Drift winning in week 1. So
we love to see it. Go Cosby.
Yes, Cosby, great player there. 2.3, 8 KDA, 10 specials. So pretty hype. We'll see if he can pull it out today to get regular gamers to that hot 4-0.
There it is. There it is.
All right, another thing that we need to talk about is, of course, our season awards. So, Zach, give me a little drum roll here. We have an MVP race.
Wow, okay. Interesting.
We'll see who we decide to be the MVP. We're also going to probably have team captains vote. But right now, as far as KDA goes, Drift is in the lead. Chloe, Tax, Cosby, Nera, and Luma. So, Zach, if you had to choose one of these 6 players on the screen, just based off the first 3 weeks, not counting today, anything can happen today.
Sure.
Who do you think deserves it the most?
I would say definitely Chloe taking that 2-time MVP award of each week's. I would say that she is the most deserving of playing a weapon that I think of as very hard to master, and she's pulling it off again and again, using it on maps that you wouldn't expect, in modes that you wouldn't expect, and just really making that Hydra work everywhere and anywhere.
Yeah, and maybe that's a good case. Maybe it's not all about KDA. It's players of the week. Some people have a ton of splats. Some people have more specials a game.
Right.
And some people have played all 8 games versus a couple that played only 4 so far.
There it is.
So, you know, a lot of things to consider. It's not just a clear who has the best KDA. But let's take a look at some of our other awards this season as well. We have the Splattastic Award.
Oh, wow.
Most kills a game. Right now in the lead is Luna with 9.4, Luma 7.8, and Nera. I somehow messed it up, and that is accidentally Ashy. Let's see if I can fix that. I was like, that's not Nera.
My word.
What is this trash?
But wait. So the person is Ashy, or
No.
Okay,
It is Nera.
I see.
The inkling was wrong.
Got it.
So looking like Luna might win it, but you never know.
Okay.
Anything could happen today. Luna, 9.4 kills a game. Super aggressive.
Yeah.
I mean, that is crazy how many kills in splats they've been able to get. We also have our So Supportive Award, most assists per game, Chloe, Luma, and Luna. Do you notice anything? Do you notice a pattern here?
I do. There's two young ladies who keep showing up with only one letter swapped in both their names.
I was actually looking for more of the pattern of they're all from Kraken Inc.
That as well.
So good job to Kraken Inc. 3 players, you're obviously working together pretty well if you're getting that many assists as a team. We'll see if they're able to hold on to that award, but it's looking like they're going to. Next up is the Staying Alive. You know, the
Staying alive.
Staying Alive.
We know how to do CPR now.
Yeah, we know
Go us.
that, which makes you stay alive. There you go.
Right. We did it.
In the lead, actually, with the lowest is what you want, of course, is Siege with 3.2, Drift 3.4, and Tax 3.9. We'll see Fusion Falcons with a chance to win an award here, Siege in the lead there. And our last award, possibly up for the grabs, is the Super Special Award.
Wow.
Those who use the most specials per game, Tax, Cosby, and Bo sitting in the top 3 right now. Interesting to see Tax really with so many more specials a game than anyone else. Maybe he just knows how to paint up the map well and build up his specials.
An interesting correlation of them both staying on the Staying Alive, Tax being on the Staying Alive and the Super Special Award, that you are able to stay alive longer, and then you can, of course, get more specials by doing so with more ink.
Of course. Well, before we jump into our first game, let's check out what the maps are going to be. First up, we have Clam Blitz, of course.
Yay.
One of the spicy game modes we either love or hate. But it's going to be played on Black Belly Skate Park. Game 2, Tower Control on Port Mackerel. And Game 3, we have Rainmaker on Maker Mart. Maker Mart, there you go.
We did it.
Zach, what map and mode sticks out to you the most, you would say?
What I've said week after week about Clam Blitz is it's the most, where you need the most cohesiveness within your team. But I've noticed that Clam Blitz has not showed up as our first game of the day. I think it's been really helpful to have Clam Blitz as the later games, so you get your game 1 to kind of feel out what you're feeling with your team, and then you get to have game 2 or 3 for making sure that you're getting everything done. And Clam Blitz showing up as game number 1, where people might not be as, they haven't stretched as much. They're not feeling as good about their aim, in the beginning. Maybe Clam Blitz will be a very lopsided match for showing who's been practicing this week.
Yes. Already seeing hate for Clam Blitz on Black Belly Skate Park.
Good.
I actually like that map for Clam Blitz because there are so many different avenues to get to the clam. It's a very big open map. So I don't see the complaint here. I think I would rather have a wide open map for Clam Blitz rather than just this narrow straightaway where there's only one good entryway to the basket.
What map did we 1v1 on for when we did our 1v1 in Clam Blitz? That was a straight.
I want to say it was Anchovy. No, Skipper Pavilion.
Yes,
'Cause it
where
had
it's
the-
just the straight
yeah,
shot.
right.
It was ridiculous.
Yes.
The worst.
So we'll see. I mean, teams have known these maps and
Yep.
modes, so it's not like it's a surprise for them. They should, if they're good, have been practicing. We'll see
If they're good.
if they're good.
If they're good.
If you're bad, you don't practice because what's the point of practicing?
Right,
You're bad.
You're bad. Just give up.
Just give up. That is our encouragement to the teams. Yikes. Well, I'm going to start opening up the lobby for our players to get ready. Zach, who are you favoring in this matchup between Fusion Falcons and the Renegades?
I've said it before. Fusion Falcons winning requires the least amount of mathematics that will have to happen on stream today. So my heart goes out to them, and I'm praying for you guys. You guys are gonna kill it today. Go for it, Kings, and I think one Queen.
Well, let's look at their stats. How about Fusion Falcons now with a... Maybe this didn't update either. My goodness, we're just all over the place
This
today.
guy.
Sometimes Streamlabs, you add a new graphic and you update it, but then
right.
it just takes the old graphic and puts it in the trash and still
yeah.
uses it.
The
And it's
worst.
so annoying. I don't know why they do that.
Honestly, the worst.
Here we go. Here's what they are actually at. Tough loss last week, 2-4. The funny thing is they've lost 4 matches, 1-2, but they have a plus 10.5 spread.
Yeah.
This seems kind of backwards to me.
Yeah. That is a
But
little
I
strange.
guess that's how much they've won by is that far. Lots of deaths per game. I'm looking for that to be cleaned up a little bit more, and that might help them out win today. But let's take a look at the Renegade stats right before we get started. It looks like I'm going to have to update this one as well. Sorry, everybody. Complete buffoonery.
Buffoon.
All right, Renegades 1-4, average spread negative 17.4, and sadly their worst mode so far has been Clam Blitz. So we're looking to start off our game today. Let's see if they can turn that around and press their luck for today. Let's jump into our first matchup. All right, Clam Blitz on Black Belly Skate Park. Today we have, of course, Fusion Falcons in the yellow, and purple is, of course, the Renegades. Zach, as the Clam Blitz connoisseur, as you call yourself,
Exactly.
what team comp are you liking here today?
Ooh, very interesting. I see on Fusion Falcons here a classic splatter shot, the sploosh that I've been getting used to. The your favorite, of course, the dually squelchers, and I didn't see what is this? Oh, what I can never remember the name of that blaster.
Oh, the
blaster.
Clash Blaster.
Clash Blaster.
Yes.
I'm really liking that team comp. Lots of things going on for both teams, and I noticed they're almost both. They're both looking very similar.
Yep.
Very similar builds.
3 went down from Fusion Falcons right away. This is getting pressure to the Renegades. They almost have a Super Clam built and ready to go. I think one of the things that's going to help the Renegades today is they have Paint Pat back today.
Right.
The player of the week of week 2, not able to play last week. But see, already right there, they're able to break open the barrier can to get those extra clams in. Warp going down. Not going to happen today.
Indeed. What I said earlier about this game mode is it's going to really be showing who's been practicing as a team, who's been getting ready for this today, who is warmed up, because Clam Blitz is not an easy mode to get warmed up in.
Yeah. Pretty much everyone going for a Slayer weapon here. Most range I'm seeing out there on the field is that 96 Gal, which is it's kind of like a supportive Slayer. You know, you can get some range out here today, but I don't know. It's interesting to see that none of these teams, again, are taking a backline.
There it is. There it is. That Hydra means a lot for, sorry, is that Kraken Inc. that has Chloe on the team? Yeah.
Chloe.
Kraken Inc. is at a very clear advantage today with a team who knows how to play a backline.
Bandito going down, Nugget going down. Both teams lose their Super Clam. We'll see if Fusion Falcons can recover it here. Use those bubbles maybe to push up. Looks like they're grabbing it now. Maybe this is the time. They're coordinating their special as well. Siege up there. Diving in. Breaking open the barrier. A couple more clams in. I love those dually squelchers, man.
Yes.
Especially on Clam Blitz. Able to just dive your way forward.
Yes.
Just surviving long enough was Siege King to throw in that Super Clam.
Indeed.
Very tight game so far, though.
The lead has been taken, but not by very much. Just 2 clams, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, 1 super clam's worth 20 points too, so all they need to do here on the Renegade side is get 1 in. Myth Kid with a nice kill on Nera. Now throwing out that suction bomb launchers.
The suction bombs are out there.
Yeah, you wouldn't think that would be a great special for Clam
that's a good point.
But you do get a lot of control out of those bombs, so maybe that's what he's looking to do. I'm not able to score the super clams. They have 30 plus clams on the map.
My word. The suction bombs, though, are a very important bomb for this map, I feel like, where you can easily place them in places where people are going to see. And the base is open.
And Bandito getting it there, too. Taking the lead. Nice double clam before going down.
Whew. Seeing a lot of math that might be having to happen later. I'm not looking forward to it. Jeez.
Renegades need this win to stay alive. They are playing 2 today, but if they lose to the Fusion Falcons first, their game at the end of the day will pretty much mean nothing.
Indeed. They're climbing up, maybe. Oh, going down there, not quite.
I think something that both these teams are probably facing is a lot of pressure. You know, first couple of weeks, it's easy to say, oh, we lost, we can still make it, it's not a big deal. It's interesting to see a lot of young players, a lot of people on their first esports team ever now having to compete under pressure live to get the playoffs. I mean, that's just a ton of pressure for some people who are, you know, 15 years old.
Yeah. And, you know, this is a perfect game, I feel like, to get used to how that competition feels. Oh, my word.
Knight going down to a missile. That was a mistake there.
I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of young Splatoon players are the people who tend to go into esports later in life.
Yeah?
There's a lot of great players, a lot of people who are very focused on getting that bread in Splatoon 2.
Or maybe we get so famous they can just get paid to do this.
Kit Kat Gaming.
Kit Kat Gaming, please. All right, Knight with the bubbles. We got 30 seconds left. We got to start talking about this game because it is getting really interesting. Knight trying to go in with the Inkstorm, not able to get that super clam down. Nugget trying to go in there, but they all go down. Great defense there by the Renegades.
Oh my word. 25 seconds left on the clock. Not a lot of hope. I'm saying this is going to Renegades unless something crazy happens in this last 15 seconds.
They do have a super clam, so it could go into overtime. You never know. They're about 1 super clam plus 3 or 4 more from getting the lead. Nugget trying to go in by himself, but he's not by team.
Oh no! There is a 1 super clam that can go in here that would take the win.
Nera's trying to get there, but the Inkjet pulls her back.
Oh my word!
Siege King rolling in with the super clam off the dualies. I think he grabbed that last clam at the literal last second out of nowhere.
Beautiful.
I didn't even see it happen. All of a sudden, he didn't have a super clam. He does, and then is able to throw it.
Oh man. Oh man. I mean, 9 clams. 9 clams.
Have you ever seen anything like that?
Wow. Wow. What a moment. What a moment to see.
Oh my goodness. I'm blown away by that.
Wow. Whoa. Are we missing somebody? Who do we lose?
I think someone from the lobby dropped from Fusion Falcons, so we'll have to get you guys back in. But my goodness, can we just talk about that game for a second? It's going to give us a second to breathe because, I mean, Renegades had the perfect defense. They were still 17 points down, meaning they would have had to get, 6 individual clams in. All of a sudden, Siege King double rolls in and somehow gets a super clam and throws it at the same time. I mean, we've never done this before, but let's try to get a replay. It's going to be in 340p here, but I just feel like that was probably the most insane thing I've ever seen.
And I would like to give a big shout out to Nugget as well, who did something that seemed a little bit crazy at first, to just go up and get that clam in. But if that wouldn't have happened, it wouldn't have allowed for that beautiful play we saw there at the end.
I'm blown away. Let's see. It's going to be in real low quality, but I feel like it's worth taking. Let's see. Siege King here on the left side. He just gets it and then throws it in.
He has 9 clams, grabs the last one, and throws it in.
I mean, that was a genius strategy because if you have 9 clams, they still don't see you. They don't give away your position with 9 clams.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, I don't know where that clam came from, but it was right there. Maybe a teammate threw it. I didn't see exactly where it came from. But man, talk about maybe the best play we've seen of the season.
Dude,
to win the game.
And they still have 2 more games with this team.
So as Renegades, having the lead that whole game, how do you bounce back from that?
Oh my gosh.
In a position where they have to win this series now.
Oh my gosh,
I mean, what is your advice to them,
guys? I have no idea. You gotta. I mean, the miracles gotta pour in like they did there at the end. There was absolutely something miraculous that happened there. But also, I mean, there was some beautiful team unity that was happening there toward the end as well. Oh,
we had a player drop. We're gonna have to reset the lobby.
ugh.
I think maybe
word.
Nintendo's saying, hey, take a break because that was too
breather.
crazy.
Take a breather. Thanks, Reggie. We appreciate
That play deserves a $10 donation from somebody.
Yeah, and it won't be me. So,
It won't be us.
Ryan, where are you?
Ryan,
Gosh dang it. Oh my word. Oh, my super play has destroyed Nintendo Online. I agree, Siege.
Oh my goodness.
I agree 1000%. Nintendo is like, you want to play? Impossible. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Oh my goodness. I mean,
Guys.
lobby's back open if the players can get back in. Same code as before. But man, Renegades are now on the rope.
Oh.
They had it in the bag, and I feel so bad because that seems to define their season so far.
Yep.
It's just this one little play away, one little moment,
Yeah.
2 seconds from overtime ending. It's just like,
Right. There it is. Ryan the Irishman is here, rebranded,
oh, what?
right after I asked for him to donate for a crazy play. He felt me summoning him. He's like, I need to show up. Who that boy, who he be, is Luke and Zach, the Snack Attack duo.
The snack attack duo, I like that. I feel like Siege King needs to donate. I feel like after that play, he needs to pay for the good luck that somehow was given to him.
Right.
You know, to keep the bad omens away.
Yeah, we're guilting you into donating for giving us content.
Wow, man. I'm still just blown away by that. That was crazy.
All right.
I think the easy thing, though, is for Fusion Falcons is to be so hyped about that moment that it is like you just lose focus. You know, you can be like, yeah, we won that, we're the best, and then all of a sudden you still have 2 games to play, you know.
If we go into game 3, there's going to be a lot of sweaty hands.
Yes, Ryan, the alert box should be up and running for you if you... I'm not saying you have to donate, we're just kidding. But yeah, there should be alerts in the corner.
You should rewind and find the Clan Blitz play, though. It was...
Yeah, if you missed the Clan Blitz play, if you were not here 5 minutes ago, go back and rewatch it. Whew.
Gorgeous.
Spicy.
Gorgeous.
I mean, if that's not the top play of the week, there's got to be something else that was just insane. I don't even know what it would be.
This is the week where that kind of stuff happens, though. Where people realize they have simultaneously nothing and everything to lose. That is where they play the best they possibly can.
Yes. All right. Well, our teams are ready. Oh, I lied. They unchecked ready.
Great.
These players are just making me a liar today.
I know. The person gets a double time wipe, that might beat it. That's true. Pull it off, Ashy. We would love to see it.
All right. Players are now ready. We're going to jump into our second game, Power Control. Renegades need the win here to stay alive for their season playoff hopes right here, right now. Jumping on to Port Mackerel, of course, we have now Fusion Falcons in the bluish purple and Renegades in the green. Here we go. Oh boy, can the Renegades do it, Zach? I don't know.
Word. You're right, the Fusion Falcons, they are running off adrenaline right now. And I'm very... Oh, okay. Already we got somebody on the tower from the Renegades.
Yeah.
Ooh!
Double kill from Nugget there. Nice job. I think the thing on Port Mackerel that's very difficult is it's very narrow.
Yep.
There's very many blockers. It's just narrow corridors. So I'm seeing a lot of guns that can shoot straight and far, trying to snipe down those corridors, give them some space to push the tower. Already, Fusion Falcons towards that first checkpoint, trying to get the lead. Kind of close out the deal.
I find myself dying from a lot of bombs on this map. It's really easy if you're not careful about those twists and turns to easily fall into a bomb trap.
Both teams taking the Stingray too, which is a very good choice for this map. Bandito using the Stingray on the tower though, rather than going for that other Stingray. Usually you see when two Stingrays are pulled out, they just aim right at each other, trying to knock each other out.
Yes. And it looks like Fusion Falcons has lost the tower here, and Renegades is, I don't know, they are on top of the tower.
Yes. They did get through that first checkpoint, which of course always means big money for tower control. Oh, Ryan the Irishman. Wow, that was loud. Hopefully you guys didn't die. I don't know if we can only hear that, but thank you, Ryan the Irishman, for your donation, supporting our esports league. Much love. All right. Besides that, scaring the crap out of me here today.
Right. Very terrifying.
Renegades are now still on the tower, 4v2 on the map. Nugget trying to make the defense going down. It's just Night by themselves here on this flatland.
There is some points being made. The checkpoint is arrived.
Warp going down though. They got to get someone else on the tower. Mipkit and Bandito, all three of them on the tower. That's kind of dangerous. And now you see why. Not a great idea.
Yikes. It is proven to not be super helpful here.
Yeah, it can be difficult in those checkpoints. You do get through those checkpoints quicker if you have multiple people on the tower.
Right.
But then you just leave your whole team open to get wiped because everyone knows you're sitting on that tower.
Yes. Oh, it looks like
Night going down.
Right. We're at a very close game though. Even though a checkpoint has been passed for Fusion Falcons, Renegades still have a fighting chance here.
Yeah. Halfway through the clock, both teams are only 13 points away. I can't get much more exciting than this. I love this. This could be match of the week material right here. Fusion Falcons getting another pick. Nugget in some trouble though. Stingray does get him. Bandito, nice job there.
Nice, beautiful play.
Stingray is known just as one of those Stingray spam bots. A lot of people use it just for that special. You can get it so quickly.
And this is a map where it's nice to have it because it's very easy to get plenty of kills, plenty of picks just from that one Stingray.
Yeah. Nara taking this league very seriously though. I've heard rumors being leaked of Nara asking for VOD reviews from other people on her gameplay last week. So Nara's taking this seriously. She wants to prove that she deserves this spot, deserves a playoff spot for her team. So I'm interested to see if this is her week to shine. Already getting kills here today.
Did you know that there's dirt sheets, that there's rumors going around about the Walktheplank Esports? I had no idea.
Dirt sheets?
The dirt sheets. That's what you call it in wrestling.
Oh.
Yeah.
Got it. I got it.
The tower is lost and is headed back in the direction for the Renegades to score some points there. It's just over a minute on the clock.
Paint Pat using that wall to try to stay alive. He needs to find these picks. His team is relying on him to get a lot of kills. Gets one right there, which is good.
Even though there is not much of a point difference, there is one big difference. A checkpoint that has been passed. There's a lot that needs to happen for Renegades in this last minute.
Yes, 56 seconds. They are going to go 1-for-1 there. 3v3 on the map. They're feeling the pressure. This could be one of their last pushes. Maybe they get one more if they're lucky, but they need to make it count right here and take the lead. One going down. That's not a good side. Bandito in some trouble. Nugget right behind. Turns around and gets one.
Double suicide right there. Siege is jumping back on the tower. It is taken for Fusion Falcons. It's basically right in the middle.
Siege trying to get the least deaths of the league, trying to win that award here, but also probably more focused on the win in general.
I would hope
Playoffs
so.
on the line. 20 seconds left. Fusion Falcons have the tower. They have 2 kills. This could be it. Stingray out. Paint Pat trying to do something. Trying to get down. Knight does so, but there's only 12 seconds left. They got to get the tower. It's nowhere near where they need it.
Oh my
7 seconds left. Nugget just throwing out the booyah bomb. Gets a kill on Mipkit. They're all gone, Zach.
There it is. We have a team that has been locked in.
They're not locked in for the playoffs, but they are going to eliminate the Renegades here right now with the 2-0 sweep. Whew.
Beautiful.
Man.
Beautiful.
Nara with 17 splats, as we were calling out her name earlier. They wanted it.
Well done. Well done.
Renegades, you still have one more match to play later in the day, but mathematically you are eliminated from playoffs. Unfortunately, you guys were so close, Zach, during that Clan Blitz game, and I still can't believe that they didn't win that game.
I know. Oh my word. You guys put on a fight this whole season. There's some beautiful matchups. Wow!
Gotta fix how loud that donation
Our
is.
Pirates of the Caribbean theme.
Apparently. Thank you, though, Ryan. Our esports league now up to 103. Thank you for that, Ryan. You're awesome.
Whew.
But man, Renegades, you will play later today, so I don't want to say farewell yet because I think they're still hungry for a win. If they came back as a dark horse and just took down regular gamers and defeated them finally, I think that would be pretty high.
Could you imagine? That would put Renegades on in the event that there is a next season and we get to see the Renegades again. They would be known as the only team to take down regular gamers in the regular season, right? Wow. Regular gamers, regular season. Good. Funny.
Sorry, Ryan, that we couldn't see what you typed. Oh, I see it actually here on our screen. Sorry, it didn't pop up on the screen. Zach, can I hear your amazing poem? Maybe you should write a poem towards our winners, the Fusion Falcons, describing their win today.
Just give me a minute. Hold on.
You got a minute to write a poem? It's got to be from the heart, Zach.
That's a minute's a long time for a poem. Hold on.
Well, I'm proud of you, Fusion Falcons. Again, you're not in playoffs yet. If High Voltage ends up winning our next matchup, there is going to be a 2 wins, 2 losses tie. So it's potential that you guys have to play again later today. But with this win, you guys have a so much higher chance of making playoffs. So congrats to you guys on that. And you guys played well today, somehow pulling off a 2-0 sweep when I thought for sure that was going to be a 3-game matchup. But it's not meant to be today.
We have a haiku. For the Renegades, okay? Farewell, Renegades. Still has match against gamers. Okay, I couldn't put regular gamers because it's too many syllables. Anyway, last line. Please pull off the win. That's 575. Thank you very much.
All right, great, amazing poem, Zach.
Thank you.
We're gonna take a couple minute breaks. We have Kraken Inc. versus High Voltage, potentially deciding all of our playoffs right here. High Voltage looking to tie it up to force the tiebreaker. Kraken Inc. looking to knock them out and make Fusion Falcons and them automatically into playoffs. We'll see what happens. We'll see you guys on the other side of the break. and we are back and ready for our game number 2 between High Voltage and Kraken Inc. I feel like when you say their team name, you just gotta say it like that. Is there any other way to pronounce Kraken Inc?
You're right. Like that.
You mean not like a weirdo?
Right, exactly. Okay. That's what I was going for.
Alright, well, teams are in the lobby. They are now picking their weapons. So while we wait, let us look at their team stats for today so that we can get an idea of how these teams have played so far. Alright, Kraken Inc, of course, actually is not again.
It's happening.
Man.
We're going for it again.
Okay, wait, I have a fix for it all because I'm big brained. I don't know why I haven't done this before.
I'm so proud of you.
I just dump in all the new photos at once.
Okay.
And it will replace it.
Great. Oh!
Okay. It actually didn't work. Okay, there we go. That's funny. Alright, here we go. 5-3 Kraken Inc. Even with a wow.
We don't even get to know how much it was. Oh, big $1.
Yeah, now that I imported the new ones.
Right.
the new pictures are over the alert box.
Go us.
Ryan with some hype, though. Thank you so much for supporting our league. What I've been trying to say for like the last hour, Kraken Inc. sitting 5 match wins, 3 losses. So even though they're 2-1,
right,
their win-loss record is actually very, very close.
Right.
6.9 minus average spread. Their best mode has been Clan Blitz so far. And since we're almost out of time, let's look at High Voltage really quick. 2-4. They've had trouble with a 29 negative spread, but also their best mode has been Clan Blitz. So we'll see between these two teams. They are ready to go. Only one can really be the best at Clan Blitz. So let's see who it is. Ryan with another donation. Thank you, sir. Alright, in the purple we have Kraken Inc. And in the green, of course, we have our fancy High Voltage here today. And I'm excited to see. This is a big matchup. High Voltage has to win to get the tiebreaker. Kraken Inc. with a win secures their playoff spot. Right. No questions asked. And if you're a Fusion Falcon fan, you're rooting for Kraken Inc. because this win means that both teams would be moving on to the playoffs for sure. No tiebreakers.
So remind me, if High Voltage pulls off the win, what tiebreaker do we see today?
The tiebreaker would be between Kraken Inc., Fusion Falcons, and High Voltage. The team with the most match wins would automatically qualify, and the other two teams would play in a best of 3 to decide who's going to get that last spot today.
I see. Got it.
Navy on that classic Clash Blaster for his team. Rose trying to use that Super Clam to get there, but a nice defense by Bo is going to stop it. No points scored so far.
Okay. No points, 1 minute in.
Nice shot by Apple, the sub for Kraken Inc. Nice kill there coming in today, helping the team.
What a great name.
Apple?
Just Apple. Like, isn't that Brad Pitt's kid?
Aren't you glad I didn't say Apple?
That's really funny. What a funny guy.
I know.
What a funny guy.
I don't know. Is that Brad Pitt's kid?
I think so. I think it's Angelina and Brad Pitt's kid.
Sounds about right.
What if that is Brad Pitt's kid playing Splatoon in our esports league?
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Conspiracy theories coming out today. The most important match, and all we're talking about is Brad Pitt's kid. I love it.
It matters. It matters. Brad Pitt's kid going out here getting a Super Clam, it looks like.
Kraken Inc. finally getting some control after those picks. Super Clam ready. Can they score, though? They have all 4 people up, but so does High Voltage.
Oh, 2 Super Clams are available.
Navy making the stop here. Still 3 up, though, for Kraken Inc. They have a chance if they can get rid of this bubble. Chloe does so, and now here we go. Big score coming out. I don't know if you saw that, but an ink brush for High Voltage. Ashy was trying to throw in the Super Clam, but didn't get there in time.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
He was going with the strategy that the best defense is of good offense. Didn't pay off there, though.
Yikes. 39 points remain. Very, very conservative way to play, waiting that long to get your first
High Voltage trying to flip the script right away, but I don't think Kraken Inc. was fooled by that at all.
Indeed.
They're there to defend right in time. 3 Super Clams over for High Voltage. Can they score? Bo trying to make the stop. There's 1. There's 2 at least.
Ooh, if they can get this last one in, they still won't have the... Oh, they'll have the lead if that one gets in.
JGC up here.
There it is.
Wow.
What? Oh my gosh, we can see a KO here?
No, they don't have any clams left. All the way to 13. That is one of the biggest first pushes I've ever seen.
2 minutes remaining on the clock. There's a lot of things that can happen in this final 2 minutes.
Yes, I see Flux in the chat cheering on Kraken Inc. He does not want to face this tiebreaker.
Oh, man.
He's saying, please, oh please, Kraken Inc., do it for us. They have super clams ready though, so can't.
Oh, nice baller play.
His team didn't jump to him though. I was waiting for someone to jump to Luma with the other super clam. Didn't happen. Now Luma just looks like a fool by
They were not ready to go. Bo is out here trying to get one in. Doesn't make it.
Oh,
just short, just short.
Feels bad. Ashy now with the brush strategy. Can he get it done for his team?
Oh my word. He opens up the base. There's a 23 penalty.
Yeah, is anyone going to get more clams in? He throws in one, but they didn't get through any of their penalty. Rose with an opportunity. She can take down Bo. Ain't gonna happen.
Does not matter.
That's the interesting thing, that they went for such a hard push when they already have such a big lead.
Right, and the barrier is open right now for...
Bo does get it in. Chloe, only one left alive.
Okay,
They need to kill her. Oh my gosh, they kill her 2 clams short of the lead.
Oh no, it looks like the base is gonna shut. There's still a minute on the clock though.
Yeah, Kraken Inc. still pretty much full map control. They're gonna get probably more super clams besides that pity clam coming down. Both teams with 15. Navy jumping in. This is dangerous. This is all or nothing going down. That's gonna leave the door open for Chloe.
That could be a bad play.
A good defense coming out there. I didn't see who that was on the heavy splatling, but a good stop there. Clutch by High Voltage.
30 seconds are on the clock. A super clam is being formed. Luma is ready to go open up this base. There's a 26 penalty. That's not looking too bad right now, honestly.
Navy on the Clash Blaster trying to make the stop. He's found out though.
Oh no.
They're gonna go 1 for 1. Only 2 on the map for Kraken Inc. This could be all she wrote. Bo trying to do everything he can to keep that super claim alive. Going into overtime now. Bo does go down. 3v2 on the map. Apple's back there. They gotta get the super claim.
So bad.
They do get one. Can they get any more apples there? He's gonna go down. Goes down one short.
The lead.
There's no one else there, Zach.
Gosh. Oh my gosh. Is this possible? There's one clam.
Down.
That's it.
Oh my gosh. No freaking way.
The first win. The first win.
Games of Clan Blitz today going into overtime. Ryan the Irishman with donation hype off of that sick play.
Bruh.
I cannot believe it.
Bruh.
Oh,
Bruh.
my goodness.
High voltage. How could you?
I almost think that was more hype than her first Clan Blitz game. I don't know how. But my heart is racing like crazy after that.
I've never seen a game like that where it looked like it was so, like it was almost a miracle into a miracle for each team, right? It went back and forth to what we thought was going to be. They take the lead in overtime, and by 1 point, they lost.
I know, because Kraken Inc. had the lead. High Voltage with a huge first push takes it, holds on barely. But then it looks like Kraken Inc. I mean, they were there. They just need one more clam throw, and somehow High Voltage wipes them off right before that happens. I mean, Apple was there with 6 clams. Just needed one more.
Yes. Oh my.
I mean, Rose in the chat. I'm shaking. I'm shaking.
Understandable. Understandable. Oh my gosh. Kraken Inc. though is gonna have to pull off 2 wins in a row here. To be able to secure their spot, and I'm blown away that High Voltage has secured that they are the better Clam Blitz players.
I mean, by a singular point.
Right.
Which is crazy.
Ugh, word.
I don't even know what to say for the next match, because that was so hype that both these teams, I'm sure, are just so much adrenaline's got to be pumping through them. So
yeah.
I think everyone needs to just take a deep breath in and maybe relax themselves. Again, this is a huge matchup. I mean, talk about crazy matches today. Well, the week before playoffs, the most important regular season matches of all season, They've been crazy.
Yes. Oh, my word. We got 13 seconds till we're going in. Who are you taking for this match, Luke?
I think Kraken Inc. will pull this one out and force us to a game 3 because there's nothing more hype than a game 3. It's not because I don't like high voltage.
Yeah.
I just want to see a hype game 3 match of the week type of series here.
Yeah.
Today. Well, we'll see if they get it though, because right now it is time for Tower Control game number 2. All right, in the yellow we have Kraken Inc. In the blue this time high voltage. The thing is, high voltage has done well on Clan Blitz, but they've yet to show a lot of skill on other game modes.
You're right.
You know,
You're right.
Rose in the chat saying they have 2 Clan Blitz lovers, but can they win a game like Tower Control? And,
Well,
I don't know.
they're taking a couple points in the beginning, and the towers lost.
I see from high voltage they are all picking comfort picks. We got JGC
right.
on his Tetras, Rose on her Squelchers, Ashy on his Jet Squelcher, Navy on his Clash Blaster. Those are all of those people I would say they're typical weapons.
Yeah, and you know, maybe Kraken Inc. came in here feeling like they can do whatever they want. They're not worried about today. But there's a clear wow, already at checkpoint 1 for high voltage
High
here.
voltage coming to play today. They want a shot at redemption, man.
Shoot.
They want this tiebreaker so bad. And they are looking like a KO possibly already. 1 minute into this game. They take down Chloe, the MVP possible, and they have a chance right now. They're to the last checkpoint already. Apple on the blaster.
20 points remain. Okay, all right.
We're getting a little too hype. We got to settle down. We got a lot of maps to play still. 4 minutes left.
All right, all 8 players are alive right now.
Rose dipping and diving in some danger.
Okay. High
Kraken Inc.
voltage.
stopped it, but they still haven't. Okay, there we go. 3 down. I was gonna say they haven't really fully forced them out, but with 3 force wiping them now, they're definitely gonna get some control and have a chance to push this tower finally.
Maybe a bit of Kraken Inc.'s strategy there was to make them feel comfortable. Maybe make them think they could pull off another win.
I don't know if that's anyone's strategy.
I don't know.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Kraken Inc., they've been up to some mischievous things lately.
Maybe that's what they're doing. Doesn't look like it so far. Bo having a hard time with these duelies going in. JGC, not a high-ranked Splatoon player,
right?
But I've been impressed with JGC. She's come in subbing last week and doing a good job again today.
Had some very good fashion picks yesterday in the fashion shows.
Well, no wonder why she's doing so well.
Indeed.
Oh, going down though there. Not using that splashdown super jump as I thought she was going for. Decided not to use it and going down for it instead.
Yeah, there it is. The tower is taken. Oh, tower goes back to high voltage there.
It just doesn't seem like Kraken Inc. is able to stay alive today. You know, we talked about how they are one of the teams with the most assists, but they haven't been as coordinated today, working together. They're going down in these 2v1s instead of working together and creating 2v1s for themselves, and that's just not working out in their favor in those skirmishes at all.
I don't think they're feeling too good right now. 88-21 with only 2 minutes left. We could see something crazy happen, but not even a little bit of the checkpoint has been taken for Kraken Inc.
All right, 2 minutes left. Craziness has ensued. High voltage feeling pretty good. They need one more win to force a tiebreaker to get into playoffs. 3 going down though right now, and Ashley left alone by himself. Can he stay alive? He shouldn't be that far up. Luckily, he gets a Tentamissile kill, which is kind of random, but it worked out for him.
Kraken Inc. Only has 2 alive right now.
Yep.
3 alive, but there is a little bit of a chance here to get some points on the board.
That's Chloe with that Hydra Splatwing. This is a tough map, I feel like, for the Hydra Splatwing. It does have that range, but you're shooting into small corridors. Although, of course, every time I doubt Chloe, she has to prove me wrong, right?
There it is. But for Chloe, even though she is great with that Hydra, it's looking like it might not be the best choice on a map like this, where people are also able to kill you even if they have low range weapons.
Yes.
They can easily get up to you and get that kill.
What I'm seeing from Kraken Inc. today is, again, that lack of coordination. That tower push they had, it was just like one person would jump up, die, the next person would jump up and die. It's like, That's not going to work. You don't get a push like that. You got to be coordinated as a team every time you push. And they have 30 seconds to finally get it right.
I can see if anyone can pull this kind of win off, I think it's Kraken Inc., who has all 4 members alive right now. Looks like they're going to get at least a couple points here.
They did almost wipe High Voltage, giving them a chance to push up now. 3v3 on the map. Can they make it happen? JGC trying to put some pressure down, but in some danger. Needs to get out of there. 3 go down though for Kraken Inc. And 10 seconds left. This could be it.
No.
Zach, High Voltage could send us right here to a playoff tiebreaker.
Guys.
3 seconds left. They're nowhere near the tower. No, they do jump on it.
Tower.
Overtime is ensued.
Ashley goes down.
They somehow got back on it. I don't know how. Here we go. Overtime push. Are you ready? Chloe, Luma, and Bo are there.
There is 4 people alive right now. All 8 are up.
First checkpoint. Dangerous.
Oh no.
Rose with the double kill. Navy taking the tower. We have our tiebreakers. Can you believe it? High Voltage pulling it out.
Ashley with a casual GG in the chat as if he did not pull off the move of his life right there. My gosh, we love to see it.
Wowzers. Ashy on that Jet Squelcher. 17 kills. 7 Tenta missiles. Look at that team. 3 Tenta missiles. All the Tenta missile spam. I don't know what that strategy is, but it works somehow. I don't know how.
Oh my gosh. I cannot believe what we just saw.
I'm shocked. I mean, you always have to play it up as a host, right? Of like, here's the different potential possibilities.
Right.
But honestly, in my heart, I was like, okay, it's probably going to end up being a Kraken Inc. win, a Fusion Falcon win, no tiebreakers.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, though, High Voltage wins, and there's going to be a tiebreaker. So we'll let you guys know after this break who this tiebreaker is. We still have a matchup between the Renegades and regular gamers, so we're going to honor that, and of course, they're still going to play it.
Right.
But Zach, how do you think High Voltage pulled it off today? Because the first 2 weeks, they looked pretty bad, honestly.
Yeah.
And now they picked up 2 wins in a row. What do you think has changed?
Over Kraken Inc. that almost took down regular gamers. The only team that I would say even came close to taking down regular gamers was Kraken Inc. And now High Voltage is showing, hey, we're going to throw our name in the hat with not only 1 win over Kraken Inc., but 2 in a row. Okay, they sweeped Kraken Inc. They did not like almost take that. Those were very clear wins. They worked as a unit, and there was a lot of death that we saw from Kraken Inc. there.
Yeah, it feels like finally they've gotten those jitters out of the way. They finally are like, okay, let's work as a team, let's calm down and play together. And it feels like magic for them is somehow coming out of the box. I don't know how else to describe it. Kraken Inc. taking a tough 0-2 sweep here. And we'll let you guys know which teams are going to be playing the tiebreaker again after this. But who are you feeling better about between High Voltage and Kraken Inc. after High Voltage won?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. I honestly have no idea what to say. I'm a little bit blown away. Kraken Inc. did have a sub today. Is that correct? Apple was the sub. So I mean, there could be a little bit of disunity that was showing up a bit there, but there was. Honestly, I don't think that was it when I was seeing it. There was something that was very clear about the way that High Voltage was playing there that secured them the win today.
Yeah. Well, great series today. It was a close one, especially that Clan Blitz game. That was just absolutely crazy. We're going to take a couple-minute break, and we'll see you right after there for Renegades versus regular gamers. All right, everybody, we are back for game number 3, regular gamers versus Renegades. Renegades, we do need you here in the lobby so we can get going. But man, I'm still just trying to breathe and stay alive right now because those were 2 crazy series, even though both of them were only two matches.
Dude. The stuff we have seen today. I've seen some crazy stuff in my day of Walktheplank Esports history. But today, wow. That's all I have to say.
It's interesting that I feel like this week and last week have been extremely close.
Yeah.
But we've not seen a game number 3.
Yeah.
But they've all been so close, but somehow they've all been 2-0 wipes. So I don't fully understand that, but for whatever reason, that's just been the case.
If this is the game, this is the game that we see at game 3, that'd be ridiculous.
Yeah, we're still waiting on one more Renegade. But Zach, give us a drum roll here because we're going to announce the team that automatically is going to qualify and not do tiebreaker is Kraken Inc. as they have more match wins, which means our tiebreaker today is going to be against Fusion Falcons, High Voltage. They haven't played each other since week 1 when we had the crazy DCs and they went down to a 3v3. So
2 teams of Walktheplank Classic members who have been here for a very long time.
Right, we have
seeing who goes into
Nara and Flux on one team. We have Rose and Ashy on the other team.
Yeah.
It's just like,
dude,
man, can we get a more hype tiebreaker than that?
My gosh, the mods are going head to head. It looks like. Man, oh man. Oh.
All right.
We're waiting on one man still.
One more from the Renegades need to get in here. But while we wait, let's take a look at their team stats so that we can prepare our minds for this matchup. All right, we have regular gamers only dropping 1 match. Of course, that was to Kraken Inc, as we've now said. Plus 36.9 spread.
Oh, man.
That is pretty insane if you think about it. Almost winning by 40 points a game.
Yeah.
So it's been some domination from regular gamers. 25.4 kills a game and only 18 deaths a game. Not as many assists, but they do seem to get a lot of specials out there with 15.7. Of course, specials getting you that control, getting you picks. It can really just win you the game if you coordinate those specials well.
Yeah, indeed.
And meanwhile, we have the Renegades. Hasn't been updated from today, but again, before today, a 1-4 match record, negative 17.4, and 30.2 deaths a game. I think, of course, if they want to beat the regular gamers here today, I'm looking for that number to be more like maybe 20 deaths a game.
Yes, stay alive, my friends.
Yes. All right. Still waiting on Pinked Pet. Bandito says they're getting in here. No worries. We'll get you in here.
We're at 107. Look
We're
at this prize pool.
107 prize pool, man. Let's see if we can get to $1,000.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. Come on, guys.
First Esports League. Someone just dropped, like, what is that?
$893.
Wow, that's good math. I almost said 900.
You're very close.
I would look like a fool.
Yeah, for sure. But it's fine.
Jazzy O is a streamer that I watch, and he watches the stream. Well, welcome, Jazzy.
Oh, hey.
I think that was the dono from earlier.
We
missed calling you out because we were in the middle of a match, but thank you so much for supporting the league. And their message, I don't think you guys got to see it, was you gave it your all, Luma. You the best.
You do be the best.
You do be Yikes.
Do
Canceled.
be.
Okay.
Which do be, I mean, is not PG, I guess.
What the heck happened on your stream yesterday?
Yesterday?
Yeah, I flip it open. There's a comment saying, look at this timestamp. And it was just of a cow with some some stuff out there. Let's just say it like that.
I don't want to talk about it.
Canceled.
Oh my gosh. What's the Cyndaquil? There was a Cyndaquil sucking a milk tank.
I don't know. I don't know what it was.
Can I say sucking a? Is that PG? I feel like that's...
Sucking a straw to get your Dr. Pepper out of the cup. That's, that's PG.
That's, yeah. But what I then referred to was Luke Skywalker having space...
Okay, maybe you shouldn't
milk.
say it again.
Okay, well, but what I'm saying is that was a PG-13 movie. Okay, like it's not that crazy.
It's not rated R.
Okay, we're still in the clear. It was kind of gross. Okay, and that picture that I showed on stream was from an actual Pokemon episode. I would like to clarify.
Okay.
It was now a canceled episode, but it still exists. Okay, there was still some Japanese animator who was like, this is an okay thing to put in a children's show. So I feel like it's an okay thing to put in a children's stream.
All right.
Thank you for coming to my
Let's
TED
move
Talk.
on. I like Cosby. When I say R, you say G. R.
G.
R.
Great, we love to see. Oh my gosh.
Which reminds me, guys, go vote for your favorite teams. We haven't talked about the Twitter votes for today, but if you haven't voted on the polls yet, let's see where they stand. Fusion Falcons with, what is that, 9 votes today?
Yeah.
Wow.
Man.
Where are they getting all these fans from?
I know. My word.
Probably their sisters.
Yeah, for sure. They all have Twitter.
Kraken Inc. and High Voltage both getting 6. Renegades getting 7. Regular Gamers with a hot, whatever that is, I think 8 out of 11.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
there you go.
Wow.
I think it's all the RG chants in there now.
Love to see it.
The stream needs more milk tank udders.
Please, no. Stop.
All right.
Don't bring it back.
Looks like the Renegades are subbing in Ivy for Pink Pat here, so it looks like we are good to go.
Alrighty.
We'll set them up on Clam Blitz again.
Woo.
Man, all I see in the chat is just this hype matchup talking so much trash between Fusion Falcons and High Voltage. I'm excited for that tiebreaker, but first up, I still want to see what happens between Renegades and regular gamers.
Yeah.
Even though this doesn't mean much, I think it means a lot to the Renegades.
Yeah.
One, because they're winless so far, so to end the season with a win against the best team,
Yeah.
that would feel good. And regular gamers, of course, getting that undefeated season. What are your percentages for Renegades, obviously being the underdog here?
Yes, for sure. Regular gamers, I think, came into this season kind of as the underdog, surprisingly. I think that first week we kind of saw them as just regular gamers, if you will. And this week they come in kind of as the bad guys. They're showing up. They're kind of the New England Patriots coming into this game. All right. So for the Renegades to be able to pull off this win, it seems very, very slim, but they have nothing to lose. Okay.
Sure.
Regular gamers, although they don't have anything on the line going into playoffs, they still have that undefeated streak on the line. So they have a lot to fight for, I would say.
All right, 15 seconds. You didn't give me a percentage.
I'm going to say Renegades have a 15.7% chance.
Wow, you're almost in sync with me because I was going to say 15 as well.
Wow, but we were very close.
All right,
close.
match is ready. Let's get underway. We have 2 amazing teams playing some Clam Blitz.
Oh man, I started a Patriots.
Stop saying the Patriots.
I'm so sorry.
All right, moving on from football because that sucks into Splatoon football.
Agreed.
Clam Blitz on Black Belly Skate Park. We have regular gamers in the green and Renegades here in the purple. Let's get it going. Today I am seeing Drift.
Yep.
Back in it.
Yep.
Subbed out the last couple weeks, but had Player of the Week backline the first week.
There it is.
Now maybe challenging Chloe for the 2 in a row record.
Right.
Or 2 players of the week. I guess they're not in a row. But.
Right. Regular gamers are coming out here strong. Looks like they're going to be able to build a super clan. I think they're already playing very confidently.
Yeah, no one's gone down though really yet, so both teams have just been getting control, getting clams. Where's the action happening? Auto camera, please take us there.
All right, the super clam's being picked up by Bandito here. But the
Bandito in some trouble. Does barely get it.
Nice.
That was
Well
a good
done.
throw.
Well done. It doesn't look like anybody's going to be able to throw anything in.
Wiped out, and regular gamers are going to be now ready to score big. That was a good push from Renegades, but now they could get hurt big time if they don't get some kills here. Drift jumping in, getting one. They're just hiding in the bubbles. It's the bubble party.
And the lead is taken.
Yes,
and
big score.
Ooh.
Cosby's still alive. He has 9 clams. Can he throw some of them in? Gets maybe 3 more before going down.
Nice work, though. 47. Not bad for just a little bit over the first minute of the game here.
Yeah, it's not GG yet, you know. Warp already with a super clam ready and the Inkstorm, giving him a corridor to possibly push down.
Regular gamers are very grouped up here. That's really interesting.
They know when it's time to attack and when it's time to defend. And right there, you're seeing why they're such a good team. They're like, okay, we already got the push. Let's not go for another push. Let's just sit back.
Right.
2 easy kills right there. Stop the push completely. And now they have full control to attack.
Pepe's got 8 clams on hand here, trying to form a bit of a super clam. Looks like they're able to. Goes back to Drift.
A nice pass off. Good team coordination.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Pepe in a 1v1 here. Can he get the kill?
Okay.
Now in some trouble. No one going down though. Pepe is just jumping up and down like a madman.
Okay. And honestly, not like too significant of a lead. There's still something crazy that can happen for the Renegades.
Ooh, nice double kill by Pepe using his bubbles, using his sub there. Can he get a third one? Dancing around.
Pepe. What a troll. What a troll.
Both teams with a lot of super clams. This could decide the game right here. This is going to be big. Warp though, jumping in with no one there.
Ooh, not the best choice in the world.
Mistakes were made. That's all I got to say about that play.
All right, Juno's coming up.
Nice kill by Bandito. Pepe is going to be there though to help collect. And again, regular gamers with the pressure. Ivy though with a nice stop there.
There's some nice kills that we're seeing from the Renegades here. The regular gamers are definitely a unit, but that unification is maybe allowing them to die a little bit.
Yeah. Regular gamers have got that good a counter attack off, but I don't feel like they've been just absolutely dominating this game.
Sure,
It's been very back and forth so far.
Right, 2 minutes left on the clock.
Ivy going in 1v2. That's not what you want to do. That's what we call a solo queue. Oopsie.
Yeah, and I've done many of those.
Pepe though stopped right before he can get there. Mipkid with some good kills today. And finally, it looks like Renegades are getting enough splats to get another grouped push. Mipkid again with those suction bomb rushes.
Okay, a super clam is formed and ready to go out, but it's going to be very hard to accomplish this.
Mipkid taken out before he can use that suction bomb rush. That's really going to stop the push there. Nice kill by regular gamer, and Warp is in some trouble just as much. Using those dashes to get away for seconds, but eventually going down. Now Pepe with the bubbles.
Nice plays with those bubbles.
Oh, doesn't get it though. Nice stop. Rift throws it wide too. What are they doing? Cosby there. Cosby misses. What is this?
Gosh, not looking good. The Renegades have a lot of time to pull off something.
Apparently, regular gamers should not play quarterback for the NFL because I think that was 3 missed passes to a stationary target in a row.
Yikes.
Not looking good.
It is not. And honestly, if the Renegades can pull off just 1 win here, even if they just take 1 win in this series, that's something that's big bragging rights going into next season. 30 seconds on the
Drift with a nice Hydra kill though, stopping their push. 20 seconds left. It looks like they're going to lose the super clam. I don't even know if they're going to be able to force overtime because most of them went down. They're having no one to collect clams.
Right.
This could be all that she wrote right here. 10 seconds left. Maybe they got 1 more chance. It ain't looking good though.
For regular gamers.
Juno going down, 2 going down for Renegades. This is it. Both teams with only 1 push each, but regular gamers with the bigger push, getting them the game number 1 win.
A good look for regular gamers there, but definitely not as one-sided as maybe expected.
Yeah, I mean, both teams were getting splats. Both teams were getting 1 push. It just happened to be regular gamers getting the better push there. Juno on the NZAP, 17.
Ooh.
Splats.
Ooh.
17 splats. That's a big boy game right there.
That's a lot of stuff.
Whew. All right, well, regular gamers taking that first win off. That's got to feel good for them. Looking for that undefeated season, just one more match. That's all it takes.
That would be all it would take. But Renegades, maybe they're feeling comfortable. Maybe they're like, all right, you know, we showed that we were able to hold our own that first round. Maybe we didn't take the win, but we didn't get KO'd. We didn't get humiliated by any means.
I mean, the regular gamers, what's so impressive to me isn't their individual kills. I mean, yes, they got a couple more splats this game, but just the eye test, moving the camera around, it didn't seem like they were dominating. But
Right.
they were so smart in how they played. They waited for the Renegades push to come in, stopped it at a 20-point push.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden they had 30 clams. Let's go. And they got all the way to 47. They didn't even need to push again. They could just sit back after that.
Yeah.
So it seems like they got the big brain strategies. I don't know who it's coming from. I'm interested to hear from LK later today, team captain. Maybe he'll be able to tell us.
Lots of the ginormous brain stuff we're seeing.
Well, teams are ready to go. Let's jump into game number 2 with Tower Control. All right, back on to Port Mackerel for game number 2. Tower Control, we have regular gamers this time in the teal and Renegades in the purple. Couple different weapon changes. I'm not seeing as much backline now here for regular gamers. Maybe they're just not feeling it. I don't know, maybe they just wanted to play more Slayer.
Yeah, fair. They're feeling good. They're feeling good.
They do have the Jet Sculpture, so they are going to have more range on the Renegades at least. I think Bandito is playing that same one with the Stingray is my guess. Worked pretty well. Wasn't able to get him a win today against the Fusion Falcons, but it was pretty close for a while.
Okay, looking very even up here, but still 4 alive on regular gamers.
Renegades getting a wipe already.
Yes.
Here's the chance for the push to come out. Can they get through checkpoint 1 already? So much control for regular gamers. It's going to be hard for Renegades to stop this push. I mean, look how much green is just everywhere. Cosby thrown up this way, getting his team coordinated.
What leads regular gamers to victory again and again is their ability to not focus as much on the objective as they do clearing everything they need to before they go to the objective.
They know when they need to push, and they know when they needed to jump off to throw bombs like that.
Yes.
And clear the way to continue the push. A lot of teams I see get really greedy. They say, objective, objective.
Yep.
I need to jump to it. Quick, quick.
Right.
You know, and
Right.
it's like, no, if there's 4 up on the other team, get some control.
Yep.
Get it going.
Yep. They are not scared of backing off when they need to.
And you can see it right here. About for the last minute, they've been on checkpoint 1.
Yeah.
But I think right here, they can finally get through, maybe? Stingray, though, from Bandito is going to make this stop. Nice kill on the drift. All right, maybe our strategy is a lie.
Yeah, it could be. It could be. But that paid off with, you know, getting that 50 in the first couple minutes. Not bad at all.
You know, jumping out, saving that special, saving their life. Smart play there.
And it looks like we're about to center the tower here, and regular gamers is right back on top.
Yeah, Pepe again coming out here with those bubbles, helping this push. Jumping along, he's going to get a kill with it. Yes, Warp does go down. And again, regular gamers are right back to where they were for a very long time. Drift potentially looking for some picks, and
Nice
like
work.
that, Bandito.
Gorgeous, gorgeous. And it looks like these dually squelchers are going down here.
They're just like sharks in the water, just all coming up at once, attacking right away. So much for being squids.
Yes, indeed. Uno is on top of this tower, trying to get back to checkpoint 1. But they're not too worried about getting that KO. As long as they can show that they're able to take this victory, take this checkpoint.
Unless Bandito can do something here, it looks like they're finally going to get through. Bandito's going to use that Stingray to stop the push for now, but they're not able to get these kills that they need. Drift is on a tear with his slosher. Kill after kill coming in, and KO is looking like it is very high potential right here.
Okay, checkpoint 2 is trying to be passed. 19 points remaining, and only 1 point scored right now for the Renegades.
Yes, and with that final kill on Ivy, they may have a chance. Renegades trying to rush out here. The Booyah's coming out already. It's not over, but it's looking pretty grim. Past checkpoint 2, Blaster needs to get up here and knock them off. Cosby jumping on and off. 3 points left. jumps on and no!
Oh my! Oh.
Okay, just kidding. They a little fake out for us there. GG's regular gamers going undefeated after a 2-0 sweep there on the Renegades. Alright, good games all around. Regular gamers, this time around, Drift and Pepe tying for 14 splats on their team. Absolute domination.
And regular gamers goes the regular season undefeated.
Goes the regular season. I like that.
The regular gamers took the regular season. What can I say?
Alrighty, well done to regular gamers going 4-0 throughout the split. You guys are awesome. You have earned yourself #1 spot, meaning next week in playoffs you will have an automatic bye straight into the finals.
Wow.
One more match, best of 5, and they are champions, winning $107 right now currently.
Wow.
So,
100. Those are the big bucks. Big bucks.
Pretty hype, but Renegades, I do want to say I've enjoyed having you guys as a team. They haven't been able to pick up a win,
Yep.
but I feel like they were the most kind and positive attitude team out there. I loved their interview. I loved their leadership from Bandito. I think if they sign up for season 2, if we have season 2, which we'll announce next week, I expect them to come in with a little more gusto because Bandito is just such a great leader, and I appreciate them as a team. Zach, any parting words to the lovely Renegades here?
Renegades, you fought hard. We love to have you in this. Don't think at all that you were by any means a failure in this tournament. You guys fought hard, and you showed time and time again that you were capable of taking that win, and just came up short a couple times. I'm looking forward to seeing what you're putting together for your next Splatoon tournaments.
Yep. All right, we are going to take a 3-minute break so that we can set up the most hyped matchup we've ever had, a tiebreaker to get into playoff between High Voltage, Fusion Falcons, winner of the best 3's in, loser, not able to play again, till potentially a season 2. So a lot on the line. Let's take a break and we'll jump straight in. Well, welcome back, everybody. Zach decided he hated both teams so much that he could not stand to watch a tiebreaker. He was just like, high voltage, Fusion Falcons. I don't even care. I'm out of here. I ain't coming back.
Bro, I'm pissed.
I'm pissed. All right. Well, what we're gonna do here today, Siege had to go. He couldn't play in the tiebreaker, so Flux is going to sub in and try to play. We know that Flux has had some DC issues in the past, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try playing 4v4 tiebreaker, best of 3 here. If Flux DCs or anyone else DCs, we'll try again. If it doesn't work out and there's another DC, we will move the tiebreaker match to next Sunday before the playoffs start. But hopefully we'll just get a clean match here. We don't know. But that is the official rule call that we're going to make, because honestly, if we had a tiebreaker and we had to drop it down to a 3v3, that feels so bad.
It feels a little, you know, you feel me?
Yeah, and it just seems like, you know, no matter what happens in the 3v3, whatever happens, the losing team is going to say, blah, 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 blah. This is not fair. How could they couldn't get a full team, you know, blah, 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 you know, 3v3. I don't want to hear it.
Nope. Had enough. You've been cut off.
So, we'll get the teams ready here and set up. Hopefully there's no DCs again. We'll play it next week. If not, no worries. But Zach, teams are getting ready to go. Who are you believing in?
Gosh,
Today, tiebreaker.
I don't feel like it's legal for me to say who. We have some amazing people on both teams here. We've got Ashy, Rose, Navy, some Walk the Plank classics. But of course, look, we've got Nugget, Nara, Flux. Look at these people. We have mods on both teams. We have 2 mods on both teams. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. I cannot say who of these mods that I think will take victory today, but of course it's Fusion Falcons, duh. There it is.
Well, throwing down the gauntlet is Zach. The interesting thing to me is both teams are coming off a win today. It's not like both of these teams are just falling into a tiebreaker.
Right.
It was like they both showed up today. So it's like really hard for me to say. I think for Fusion Falcons, with the loss of Siege and Flux subbing in,
right,
it adds this extra variable of like, I don't know. It really could go either way. And I don't know. In my heart, I'm saying high voltage just has a slight more percentage just because they've won 2 weeks in a row. Right. They have the motivation, they have the drive, and they have the momentum to me.
That's fair. If I was the one who was kind of coordinating this a little bit more, I definitely would have put Ashy on spec, because he deserves to spectate this match, I would say. That's it.
All right, well, we got a couple more seconds. Again, winner of this best of 3, if there's no DCs, will be going into playoffs. Losers, this is it.
Oh, man.
You're done. You're done, son. So let's jump into it.
They've been canceled once again.
All right, back to Black Belly Skate Park for Clam Blitz. Both teams have played all these maps and modes, so it's going to be interesting. Fusion Falcons in the orange, high voltage in the green, and looks like both teams are going with similar strategies to what they did earlier today. Will it pay off? I don't know. I was kind of hoping there'd be like next level play. They saw each other's team comps, and maybe they're like, let's change it up to counter, but maybe we're not at that level of Splatoon, you know?
They're going with what they're comfortable with. Nugget gets that football in to the very top. And oh my word.
They're already backing him up on that score.
Quite a few in there.
Most people think of, hey, let's use the ink brush for mobility.
Right.
Nugget uses that sploosh with the curling bomb, and he can get around so fast, just like as you saw, and score just as well as an ink brush, in my opinion.
He's a pro player. What can I say? All right. Knight here trying to get a little dodge. What I'm interested in is seeing if Nugget can get this to a game 3 and do some pro Rainmaker plays. We haven't seen a single Rainmaker game today.
I know. With all these 2-0s, we just don't get to see game 3s apparently anymore.
Right.
If this tiebreaker goes into a 3-game series, though, that's probably going to be honestly the craziest thing we could ever hope for in a regular season matchup.
Absolutely. 4 minutes left here.
Interesting to see Nara now taking some long range. She's used the Octo Shot a lot, but now with the Stingray Jet Sculptor combo, a little bit different taste than what we're normally seeing from her.
Right. That Stingray wasn't too effective.
All right, High Voltage getting a push. Navy jumping in, but not getting the kill. Rose is there to back him up. He gets the kill in.
Nice work.
Clam in, rather, my bad. Rose there to throw in maybe a couple more. Ashy on the brush trying to do some magic
There's
moves.
the lead. There's the lead.
Rose, it feels like, able to score a lot of points there, surprisingly.
Indeed. 65 to 68. And just a little bit of a penalty difference here.
3 minutes now on the clock. Only 3 points separate these teams. Nugget going down, having a hard time. On the sploosh, it's a little bit hard on this map. There's so many up and down areas. It's not like a very flat map that you can just kind of easily jump around with the sploosh on. So having a little trouble there.
It's an awful map for Clan Blitz. Ha ha ha.
Honestly, I just hate Black Belly Skate Park because of all the railing. And as a dually main, you just like, you so often dive into the railing by accident and you don't actually dodge out of the way. Knight with some flips. Not gonna get it done though. JGC on the heavy splatling, outplaying him there. And looks like High Voltage able to hold on to the lead for now.
Fusion Falcons, I see, have 2 super clams ready to go out. 1 here for High Voltage.
Stingray a little early. I'm surprised they didn't use it to push up that narrow corridor to get the super clams in. But maybe they're using it just to scout out where High Voltage is.
Okay.
They have a lot of players. I think Nugget's just waiting for the splashdown. He's waiting for a teammate to get out there. No one is able to get in range though. Now he's joining the team.
Man,
Nugget,
if all of these go
with the
in.
maneuver, does get it in. The lead is taken. And Booyah Bombs and Instormer coming out. Now Nara has a free throwing. Flux is there throwing in, not a KO yet.
My word.
Beautiful coordination.
Beautiful coordination we've seen here.
Looks
like a couple more will go in.
Yeah, they had Nugget jump in. Oh, almost, actually. I can't talk about it yet. This play is not over. They have a super claim. Can they get there in time? Nugget would win the game right here. He's dancing around, but not going to get it done.
Not quite.
But man, they had Nugget come in with the Kraken bomb. They had an Inkstorm come out for protection. Then a Booyah Bomb layered on top of that.
Right.
Man, a lot of push potential from the Fusion Falcons showing up today. Coordination.
Oh, High Voltage takes that pity clam out there. And it's going to be a hard-fought battle here to get that super clam over to that side with so many people in the way here.
They need to find a pick. They found 1 so far in the Fusion Falcons with the Pro going down. 2 go down. Here's their chance to push. Knight going down. This could be a potential KO. If they can do it. Do they have enough clams? They're throwing them in there all the way to 24. They didn't have as many as I thought they would, though. They need to find some more. Or they're potentially going to get this push just snuffed out right here. Ashy trying to do his best. Man, a great looking push, but
yeah, absolutely.
They didn't have enough clams to score. They had all the time in the world after that push.
And Nugget goes down, double suicide, and it looks like Flux has a super clam on him, and it would be a very hard lead to take here, honestly.
They're gonna need about 2 super clams, and that might be the lead. I can't do the math while trying to watch here. So 10 seconds left. You guys do the math in your heads. 8 seconds left. 2 go down for High Voltage. This looks like game over. They don't have a super clam. Overtime is not going to happen. GG.
That's it. That is it.
Whew. Well done. Game flopping back and forth, but Fusion Falcons, excellent push there. Getting the win. 92 score. Almost a KO even. And they're going to take the first of 3 right here. 11 kills there by Knight there. Nice job. But really, not a lot of splats, just a lot of good team coordination.
Absolutely. Good work, all y'all.
Well, as I set up this next game, Zach, what was it that you think the Fusion Falcons did well, and what does High Voltage need to change up for this game too?
You know, I think what Fusion Falcons has is Nugget, a guy who goes in whenever he can and accomplishes everything he can, and honestly does it really well.
Yeah.
There's times where you look at it and you're like, that should not work. And it does.
Right.
Nugget just pulls off the impossible again and again. Yeah. And I think that's the most pivotal piece of their win today.
And I think that may be the potential for High Voltage to counteract that. If instead of being aggressive, they just wait for Fusion Falcons to be aggressive,
Yes.
and they turn it around and counterattack, then all of a sudden they have the control, they have the push, they're scoring the points. Like we saw Nugget multiple times going in. Sometimes he was successful.
Right.
Sometimes he just died and lost the super claim. So it feels like a coin flip to me.
Yes.
And while I agree with you, Nugget is an excellent player, that also could backfire in a big way.
Either of these teams, if they get in, they're going to really have to reevaluate their play style, especially if they go against somebody like Regular Gamers, who is so good at punishing that.
Yeah. And I think right here, High Voltage obviously going to be feeling a lot more pressure. Fusion Falcons, you win your first game, you're like, okay, we got this in the bag. We just need one more. Let's just end it.
Yep.
High Voltage, rather, they're like, man, this game could be the end of our season if we don't play well enough.
Right.
So a lot of pressure on the line for these teams. They're ready. I'm excited. Game 2 tower control. We'll see if we finally get a game 3 here today. I don't know. We've been asking for it. One more chance to get it today. We'll see what happens for game number 2. All right, High Voltage is in the yellow. Meanwhile, Fusion Falcons rocking the purple. It is on game number 2 to get into the playoffs. Best of 3 tiebreaker. Fusion Falcons up 1 game. High Voltage needs this game to push us to a game 3. Zach, what are you seeing from these teams out of the gate?
High Voltage going with what they're comfortable with weapon-wise, which on a map like this, I'm very interested in seeing how that turns out. Fusion Falcons right out of the gate, getting a little bit of hefty lead in this first 20 seconds.
Flux with a nice kill on JGC, coming in as a sub today as team captain. Not the highest ranked player, but getting some kills there, doing some work for his team.
Checkpoint 1 is, oh my goodness.
Yeah, he deserves some credit. This could be a quick game again. A huge push right off the bat. Nugget trying to get through checkpoint 1. Nara there as well. 2 going down. Zach.
This looks very familiar to what we saw with Regular Gamers earlier.
Just what Regular Gamers did. You are totally correct. 3v3 on the map. Someone needs to get it out there. Flux is potentially going to win the game right now. Another kill. Knight there as well. Can they get back on the tower? Navy, at least with the Clash Blaster, is going to able to defend right now.
Oh, Nugget jumped in and it was not the wisest decision of his life. But 22 lead in just over a minute, not bad at all.
Yeah, we were talking about letting them be aggressive and letting them push and then counteracting. I think they let him push a little bit too far.
Maybe.
That's not a comfortable one, I would say.
Bit. Maybe they took our advice a little too much.
A little too much advice going. Ashy versus Nugget, both going down there.
Tower is taken. It looks like High Voltage is going to get a little bit here.
Navy sitting on the tower, though, with that Clash Blaster. He's not going to have the range. I don't know why he's the one sitting on the tower. I feel like they got to get their Squelchers up there on the tower. Let these 2 other players get the slays, and they're not doing that yet.
All right, Flux grabs that kill on Rose beautifully. Well done there.
Yeah, Flux coming as team captain, not DCing, and getting a lot of kills.
Yeah, go him.
It's his day today.
Go off, King.
He's been getting a lot of hate since week 1, and now he's proven that he's doing something, you know? He's not a dead weight on his team.
Indeed, Nugget. Oh, my word. Gets that double.
1 more to go. Ashy at least going to stop it for now.
Not quite.
If anyone's going to stop a push, it's going to be this guy right here.
Yep. He's got to be the one to do it. He's got a lot of range. And the tower is taken by Fusion Falcons.
They're pulling out that Stingray. Gonna get... Oh, I thought it was going to get killed. Just off.
All right, the tower is coming back in their direction. Looks like they'll be able to jump on here. All 8 are alive and ready to fight.
Nugget getting a lot of kills, though, that we've seen today.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but he is popping off another kill. Ashy, he's going up against Navy 3 in a row. Nugget is trying to get this KO all by himself. JGC left to defend, goes down. Now it's just Rose. Can Rose defend this? 1v3. She's doing her best, but Flux gets the kill instead. Flux on the tower. Now through checkpoint 3. Could they get the KO? This could be it. There is no High Voltage. It is Fusion Falcons going into playoffs. Are you kidding me? With a KO in game 2 over High Voltage. They did not back down, Zach.
Not a single time today did we see a game 3, but Fusion Falcons showed who's boss. They've been taking books, they've been taking notes out of the book of regular gamers, and they went ham today.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. Fusion Falcons. I mean, that first game was close, but this second game was not close at all. High Voltage didn't really get a single push off, and Fusion Falcons constantly put pressure. It was a great game, and Nugget 14 splats on that match, popping off on that K-Pro out of nowhere. I mean, it just blew me away. I thought it would be a lot closer, especially after High Voltage took down Kraken Inc., which was looking like the second best team.
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit surprised here. But Zach, I think we need to give some credit to High Voltage. They had an excellent win today to make this tiebreaker happen.
Absolutely.
Send them off well. They're not going to be playing next week in playoffs after this loss. But give them some encouragement because I think they played really well these last 2 weeks.
Yes, absolutely. Our Clan Blitz game that we saw from you guys just a game ago, lots of back and forth that we've seen. Again and again, the improvement that we've seen of High Voltage has been incredible, showing at the beginning of the season a little bit of a rough start, but coming in showing that they are a force to be reckoned with again and again. And even though this is a very hard loss to come off of, the maybe the point of the adventure is the friends we made along the way.
I do feel a little bit heartbroken for High Voltage. They had this great story. 0-2 rough starts.
Ugh.
Picking up 2 wins in a row, and I was like, man, if they win, this would be a miracle run story.
Yep.
3 wins in a row to get into playoffs. Stopped short by Fusion Falcons. And Fusion Falcons, we could talk about you and congratulate you, but we're already going to see you next week in playoffs. So GG's to you guys. Well done. And we have a lot to talk about in this cooldown desk. Also with an interview from regular gamers. Hopefully they're still here after a long day of games. Whew. So a lot to talk about. Don't leave us. We will see you guys on the cool down desk here in a couple moments.
Hey, man. You want me to mute? Okay.
All right, everybody, welcome to our wonderful cool down desk after an insane day of matches. First time we had 4 matches, of course, because of that tiebreaker. I don't know, I'm a little bit tired. Are you a little tired from that?
I'm emotionally exhausted for sure. Just seeing people who are pouring their heart out in these games and some rough losses today.
Yes. All right, well, we got an interview with Regular Gamers team captain LK. So LK, feel free to unmute yourself so we can bring you into the stream. Say hello to all your fans, please.
What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
Good. How are you doing, LK?
Wonderful. I just watched the stream, and it was some good matches today.
Yeah. I noticed you weren't playing this week as team captain. You subbed out. Was there a specific reason for that, or was it just for fun?
We kind of just want to let everybody get a chance to play. So,
Gotcha.
That's kind of how we're doing it, you know.
You're already locking in playoffs, so you're just like, might as well, right?
Yeah. I guess so.
All right. Well, LK, tell us a little bit about your team. How did you guys start? We know that you are an awesome Discord server. Talk a little bit about that and the birth of your team.
Yeah. It just started off basically as a league team with me, Drift, Tax, and Cosby. You know, we just have fun playing the game, and we have a good group of people over here that we always play with. So we just added a few people just to this esports league, man. I think it's a great thing that you guys are doing.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it. So how often do you guys play together as a team?
As a team, we try to get at least like 2 to 3 practices a week, but we're playing just with anybody and everybody in the server, you know, all the time.
Nice. Awesome. And feel free to just drop another Discord invite in our Discord if you want to. And you guys, if you haven't checked out Regular Gamers, they're an awesome Discord. They are really playing all the time. I mean, like, I see your guys in the Discord, and I'm like, I don't know how you guys are playing this much, but you are. I love it. So, yeah, thank you for being a part of our league. Going into playoffs next week, you guys have a first round bye as it was awarded to you for being the first seed, 4-0. Potentially, you're going to either play Kraken Inc. or Fusion Falcons. Do you have a opinion on which one you would rather play?
Well, just to tell you, you know, whatever team we play, we're going to obliterate them.
Can you say that in a British accent first?
Well, we're going to obliterate them. Yeah, I don't know, man. No, there's some good teams, you know, good teams out there. So whoever we go up against, I think it'll be fun.
All right, awesome. The chat is going crazy after that one. Zach, you have any questions for LK here?
Yeah, Zach, give me one of your good questions, bro.
LK, usually, you know, I'm kind of known every week. I bring in kind of a crazy question that you wouldn't expect, a silly question, if you will. I don't think of it as that, okay? But regardless of that, I'm going to change it up a little bit this week. I have a very serious question. When I've been watching the way that you guys are playing, I was pointing out to Luke again and again, right? Like, these guys, they know what they're doing. They're not focused on the objective. They are focused on the objective, but they're focused on getting rid of everyone around them first, making sure they are good to get that push, playing conservatively. So with that, what is your favorite rodent?
I would definitely have to say chicken.
Is that a rodent?
No, chicken versus egg, though. But I mean, I gotta go chicken. I don't know.
Shoot.
You asked a random question, so I had to say something.
He gave a random answer.
Dude, he's quick.
He passed the vibe check. He passed the vibe check.
I mean, based on your responses, I see in the chat, LK for President 2020. What are your odds of running?
I don't know, man. Trump's got a good chance against me, though.
Sure. I'll write you in.
We'll all write you in.
Thanks,
Everyone from Walktheplank, please write in LK. Don't spell out his real name or anything. Just write LK.
Just LK. That's right.
Oh, man. Well, LK, your team has been so dominant this season. Can you point to any specific reason why? I mean, we've been trying to get our own guesses in there and what we've been seeing. But what do you think is your team's, you know, magic recipe or whatever that you guys consistently win with?
You know, honestly, I think it's just the fact that we play together a lot. You know, we communicate all the time. other than that, I think maybe next season, if you guys have it, I think it'll be a little different. But we're looking forward to whatever comes. Basically, we just play together a lot. That's the main thing.
Yeah, cool. Well, who would you say on your team then, since you guys play so much, is like the most level-headed, and who's just like the loudest, craziest one out there?
Well, Cosby's just trash, but
blaming your own team. All right.
No, I don't know, man. We all just work well together. I think that's just the thing. We all have our different skills.
Sure.
I think we just work well together as friends and as a team.
All right. Well, I love hearing your responses and seeing the chat at the same time. You're just lighting up the chat for whatever reason. LK, before we have you go, is there any reason that you can give to the people that are watching that maybe don't have a team to root for? Why should they be rooting for regular gamers?
Ooh, I really don't know. I don't know. We're just regular gamers. If you like regular gamers and you like to play, I mean, we're a team. We're not, we try not to be too serious, but we enjoy playing together. I guess that's all that really matters.
All right. I'd love to hear any last thing you want to say to your fans and your Discord community out here in the chat.
Well, I did notice that we on the voting poll, we're like the bottom team, so I don't really have many fans, I guess.
Calling out the chat. I love it. I would think you would just, post the Twitter in your Discord and say everyone come spam, but
yeah, it's fine.
That's
fine.
okay. Well, thanks again so much, LK. I appreciate your leadership, appreciate your team, and you're just fun, positive attitude here. And we love you guys, so thank you so much for being here, and we will see you guys next week for playoffs.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, peace out.
Bye.
All right, Zach, well, before we go, we got a couple minutes left. We need to look at that playoff schedule, of course, to know what's going to happen next week. Semifinals, of course. Fusion Falcons winning that tiebreaker over High Voltage, slotting them into the semifinals against Kraken Inc. A hype matchup. We saw Kraken Inc., I think, in the first time they played, taking down Fusion Falcons.
Right.
But High Voltage beat Kraken Inc. Fusion Falcons beat High Voltage. It's just like, who knows what's going to happen, It's going to be crazy. Of course, whoever wins that, facing regular gamers undefeated. Who do you think is going to face regular gamers in the finals if you had to pick right now?
I've said it. I've said it multiple times. I'll say it one last time.
All right.
We're seeing it. Kraken Inc. versus the regular gamers, the rematch of the century. And you know what? I think Kraken Inc.'s taking it home.
All right. Well, both games are going to be a best of 5, which will be interesting. Both teams, or all the teams, have only played best of 3s. Now they're going to have to go into a 5-game series. I don't know who that's going to favor. I think it's really going to make it so either team can win. And let's not forget, regular gamers undefeated, but they have lost a match to Kraken Inc.
Right.
They almost lost a match to Fusion Falcons and a couple other teams. So not unbeatable, even though they have been the favorites so far here throughout this season.
Yep.
And, of course, don't forget Esports League Pool. We will also be doing donations today for the next 2 minutes. If you want to add to the prize pool, winner of the championship will be getting that money, taking it home as their reward for taking down every other team. Could be Fusion Falcons, could be Kraken Inc., could be regular gamers.
We love to see it.
So, Zach, final question before we go. You said Kraken Inc.'s going to face regular gamers. If that happens, who is your ultimate prediction for taking away the $107 esport pool next week?
Oh, man. Here's the thing. Our first match we saw from both regular gamers and Kraken Inc., regular gamers were able to take the win. Regular gamers and undefeated. They've gone undefeated in the regular season. But when it comes to playoff time, I'm saying Kraken Inc.'s going to take it.
Oh, wow. Okay. A Kraken Inc. prediction from Zach. It's funny that you say regular gamers, regular season, but I think they'll become playoff gamers. You see what I did there?
Shoot.
I'm believing in regular gamers to take home the prize, but we'll see. We've seen today. Anything can happen. I did not predict High Voltage to win, force us a tiebreaker. I did not predict then Fusion Falcons to beat High Voltage that clearly. So apparently I don't know anything. Our opinions don't matter at all.
Right.
And next week, it's going to be hype. I'm loving it. The end of Season 1. But before we go, I just want to say thank you guys all to have supported Season 1. It's been amazing. You know, you guys have donated money. You guys have shown up to watch. We've had, almost 40 people watching at one time. We've had 5 teams play throughout the entire season, which means, if you think about it, most of those teams have 5 or more people. So that's 25, 30 people playing in this league.
Right.
Just thank you guys so much to all the teams providing great entertainment. Anything you want to say to the fans before we close out today?
Thank you for making this regular season much more than regular. Man, oh man, we saw some amazing games today. Love you all, and I'm looking forward to something crazy next week.
Yep, I'm hyped for playoffs. We'll have our MVP and season awards also ready by next week. It's going to be awesome. Team captains, don't forget to send me your stats from today. And we will see you guys next week. Playoff bound, here we come. It's hype. Walk the Plank Esports, finishing out their first Splatoon 2 season next week. We'll see you guys then. Much love.
Bye-bye.